Oh, hello. My name is Jack. This is my story that made me believe in the supernatural. Because for a really long time I was a skeptic. Now, start out with, it was spring cleaning and, well, I was in my attic and I came across something, that I haven't seen for years. It was my old copy of The Legends of the Link's Awakening from when I was a little kid. And I was filled with nostalgia when I saw it because I haven't seen it for at least 15 years. The only problem was it didn't say Link's Awakening. Instead, it said Link's Wake. Like, as in where you go visit dead people. But, anyway, I ignored it. I just thought it might have been a typo. So, I dusted off my old Game Boy that was by my bed and popped in the game. The first thing that caught my eye that was weird was everything didn't look like it was from a Game Boy. It, in fact, looked like something you would see on the Xbox 360 with extremely realistic looking graphics. So I ignored that too. I really didn't care. So the music started up and it was playing in reverse. It was quite weird. But anyway, like I said, as everything else, I ignored it. Just set it aside as if it was nothing. And so it started out as usual. Link's boat crashed, and well, of course he wakes up in the bed with Meryl there, or no, I could never pronounce the lady's name. Well, she said, "You were unconscious, and I realized that you tried to do it again. Go talk to Taryn and he'll give you something that'll get you gone." And I thought that was weird because she definitely didn't say that. So I went to talk to Taryn, and she said, "You want to be gone? Here, take this." Instead of getting a shield, it said, "You equipped a noose." I thought this was really weird. And so off I went to get my sword off the shore. And the owl came along as usual, and he said, "I saw what you tried to do. Here's what you tried to use." And it said, "You equipped butcher knife. You can tell it was yours because it was stained with blood." Then things started to get suspicious. Then, next thing I know, I see a realistic image of Link staring at me through the Game Boy screen saying, "Well, looks like we got somebody else to toy with. You look like the perfect candidate." I looked at the Game Boy screen in shock. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. It was just, I was in astonishment. And after Link said that, it was just weird because whenever you defeated an enemy, a rupee wouldn't show up. What would show up was a puddle of blood. And at one point, you went to visit, whenever you killed one, every time you killed one, it would say, "Huh, died in a puddle of his own blood. What a tragedy." Whenever I heard Link say this, I couldn't believe that. I was in shock. So, what I decided to do was I decided to play on. And then at one point I decided to quit the game because something flashed across the screen that horrified me. It was an image of Zelda being viciously attacked by something. and it looks a lot like Link. I was terrified again, as I did not know what was going on. So I turned off the Game Boy, and about an hour later, my phone started to ring. I answered it. I said, "Hello." What I heard was, "What, you chicken?" I didn't know who it was, so I asked who it was. "You know who this is, so sit back down, finish the game. Finish it." I was in shock, because so I said, "I'm not finishing that game." And in return, he said, "Well, I need to kill more. I need to live off of their blood. So, you either can make me kill them in that game, or I'm killing you." After that, I hung up the phone. I ran for my Game Boy. I turned it on and I played it. And I beat it. Next morning at exactly 3 in the morning, I swear I heard something running down my hallway and giggling like, "Hee." So I woke up to it, and I didn't acknowledge it until I saw footsteps, shadows of feet running down the hallway. I didn't know what it was supposed to be, but I went to look. There, standing in front of me, was Link, with a noose and a knife. And then he told me to go back to bed, or else this is going to be used on me. So I went back to bed. I woke up the next morning, everything went fine. And I realized the Game Boy game was gone. It was empty. And the Game Boy screen was busted. And written on the back, where the game slot is, it said, "Thank you. Now suffer." I was in shock. I got rid of that Game Boy as soon as possible. I went to the local recycling plant and gave it to them. I haven't seen it since. But the next night, I woke up to a blood-curdling scream that only a demon from another realm could make. So I went. It sounded like it came from my living room. There, in front of my TV, was a full-bodied Link with bloodshot eyes. His stomach was slashed open as if he had cut it open with that knife, and he was hanging from the noose. This is my story of how I believe in the paranormal. I hope you believe now too. Thank you.